Okay. Decrease the sound.
Oh, because I'm not.
Okay, good. You're on.
Good morning, everybody. This is Move, Meditate, and Make a Difference. And we're going to have a lighter day today because it's Saturday. You guys have worked hard this week. We tried out new exercises. We tried out new challenges. So we'll do some nice stretching today. Let's start by just sending your hips from side to side. This is a good opportunity to practice what it feels like to move your hips. Going side to side. Let's see if you can add a circle to that. So you're making a figure 8 now with your hips. Just try what that feels like. Now here's the tricky part. See if you can reverse your figure 8 circle. So have it go, and this way will probably feel funny. But give it a try and see if you can do that figure 8 in that direction. Now pause and go back the first direction. Just noticing what it feels like. Noticing if there's spots in the figure 8 that make more sense. Spots that you have a hard time noticing. And then reverse it one more time. You can kind of imagine like you have a train track that you're driving your pelvis around. If you have a 4.5-year-old, that might make more sense. Or if you have a train set at home in any capacity, you might not be 4.5. It might make more sense. All right, so then let's do our arm circles. Nice big arm circles. Let's add looking up as your arms go up, and then as they come down, look down. We'll just do a couple times. Look up and down. Look up and down. One more time. Look up and down. And swinging your arms around your body. Using your hips to make your arms move. So you're kind of, and I'm bending my knees a little bit too to help that twist happen. Shifting my weight from one foot to the other foot. Not a lot, just a little. And you can actually bump your back with your hands. Gives you a little bit of a massage.
Aurora really likes this.
Aurora is going crazy for this.
Aurora's the dog.
Aurora's the puppy that Gay and Peter are dog sitting. All right, just shake out your arms. See if you can really make them wobble, wiggle all the way up to your shoulders. Try wiggling them a couple different ways, like make a little tiny wiggle and feel what that feels like. Almost, this one's a jiggle, maybe we'll call this one a jiggle. And then make it a big wiggle. There must be a better word for that, a shake. Make that a big shake. Then go back to the little wiggle, jiggle. Getting all your joints wiggling. And then go back to almost like this one feels like you're shaking off big, like shaking off pieces of clothing maybe. Whereas this one's, I know I lost my analogies. Now we can do the same thing with one leg. So go for the big shake first. So you're trying to shake off your shoe, even though your mom asked you to take it off with your hands instead of taking it off with just your foot. And now do the little fast jiggle with that leg. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Okay, other side. You're trying to shake off your shoe. It's okay if you need to hold on to something for balance. Shaking off your shoe, big, and then go to little wiggle. Little wiggle. Okay, now you do the same thing with your leg going forward. So a big shake forward. And then the little wiggle. For some reason, the little wiggle forward is harder for me. I'm not sure why. Now the big shake. And do the little wiggle. You can get it, have it go around and forward, backwards. Now you can do the big shake back. It might go through your whole body to get that big shake. And then do the little wiggle. This one changes your voice if you're talking a little bit. Other side. Shake off your shoe. Big shake. Let it reverberate through your whole body. And then little wiggle. Little wiggle. Try and get it to go all the way through your body. All right, we got to try the whole body too. So you're going to try like a whole body wiggle, like a big shake, like arms, legs, oh, just big, and then go little. You can even add the sound effect. No one will know, except other people in your house. And they probably already think you're strange anyway. Okay, thank you guys, you're good sports. Okay, so you're gonna bring your legs wide. You can have your toes a little bit turned out. Left arm reaches up, and you're gonna reach sideways. We're not gonna go super far, we're just making this triangle shape. 90-degree angle here. You can bring your arms up if you wanted to find that shape. Come to center. So now right arm is up, coming sideways, just coming this far. Breathing in this position, really feeling the angularity of your body. Coming back up, you can leave your arms up if you want to. Hips shift, reaching side to this nice long position. And then bring your right arm down and just curve over sideways. And breathe. Coming up, start with both arms up, tipping to your left. Find that angular position. You can leave just your right arm up for a little bit longer and then curve over. Breathing. And coming up, bending your knees. You're going to reach your left leg straight. Come back to center. Right leg straight and center. Just go this speed across. You can be as low as feels good for your body. So you might be higher than I am. And you might be just staying up here. You might be down here. Let's keep your both feet flat on the floor so you're not going to go all the way down. Stay a little bit higher than that. So 90 degrees. Or hips, knee height would be your lowest spot. Just going back and forth. It is fine to go lower, we're just not going lower right now. Because I want to add in, so straightening your left leg. You're going to reach over. Just see how far is comfortable to go. Come up, cross to the other side, reach over. Coming across. Now, reach back the way you were just reaching. So now you're reaching over your straight leg. Cross through the middle. Reach over your other straight leg. Cross through the middle. And we'll do one more time. So first it's the reverse. Reach over your bent leg. Now reach over your other bent leg. Coming back to center. Now reach the way you just were over your straight leg. Come back to center. Reach over your other straight leg. And bring your toes forward, then your heels in. Your toes in, your heels in, your toes in, your heels in, toes in. Let's repeat that out. So you go toes out, I'll back up a little bit. Heels out, toes out, heels out, toes out, heels out. Do a nice knee bend down here. We'll just stay here just because we're here and it feels good. Hang out here. Let's do 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. My toes are going straight forward. 3, feels like a fairly martial stance. Come up a little bit, bring your heels in, toes in. Heels in, toes in. Heels in, toes in. Heels in. That's a very nice ballet stance. Toes in. All right, arms go up. You can put your feet underneath your shoulders so they're not touching. Roll down and roll yourself right back up. Arms go up, roll down, and roll back up. Arms go up. 2 more times. Roll down, roll up. 1 more time, roll down, and you're gonna stay there. Hanging over. This is one where if hanging over is uncomfortable, you can rest your hands on a chair so that you're more in this position. Or you can relax all the way over if that's a relaxing place to be. Resting your hands on your ankles, on your feet, on the floor. See if you can find it's okay to rest them even on your legs. You're looking for a way to breathe and relax a little bit into the position. Now from this position, we're gonna do the foot and toe thing we were just practicing. So bring your toes out, then your heels out, toes out, heels out. 1 more time, send your toes out and just continue to hang over. So now you're more likely to have your hands on the floor. Let your head relax. Breathing, trying to have your legs stay straight. You can reach your hands towards your ankles if you'd like, if that feels good. Noticing how much space you can get in your vertebrae as you relax, letting gravity help. One more breath. And then you're gonna just bend your knees and you can find any way you want to get to the ground. It doesn't have to be fancy or graceful. Just come on down sitting in the ground. You have your soles of your feet together. You're bringing them in as close to your pelvis as you can get them. And then you're going to push. I'm holding on to my feet. You're going to push your knees down toward the floor. You're going to breathe, trying to extend your spine up towards the ceiling. Let's take 2 breaths here. You're going to straighten one leg. Now, this is a really uncomfortable position. You could actually sit on a book, you know, a hardcover book, a couple inches thick. 2x4 would also work if you happen to have one of those in your living room. Just to get your sit bones, your pelvis up a little bit higher if you're running into hamstring tightness. But so now you're bringing your left foot in close to your upper thigh. You're going to reach out towards your right toes. You don't have to reach them. You don't have to actually touch them. You're going to try to keep your back nice and long and flat, so I'm not curved over. Reaching nice and long, and I'm going to breathe here. So we inhale. Again, inhale. One more time, inhale. And on the exhale, just relax everything over your leg as much as you can. Take one breath here. Exhale, let everything relax even a little bit more. And then come up. If your hamstrings are tight, finding a moment that feels like relaxation may be hard, but be kind to yourself and just notice a little bit of a softening. So you're going to switch. So now your left leg is forward. Straight on view looks like this. So my hips are pretty much going straight forward. This other leg is just going out to the side. My toes are up. I'm going to reach forward, and I'm trying to stay flat through my back. So you may not reach very far, and that's where you get to your edge. You'll feel a lot through your back here if that's too much. Maybe you go a little bit further, but you're trying to keep that back really flat. Holding that position, breathing. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Now on this exhale, everything relaxes forward. We'll take a breath here, inhale. On the exhale, and everything relax even a little bit more. And then roll yourself up. You're gonna send your left leg back behind. So you're now sitting in our figure 4 stretch. Now this one, this may be the extent of your stretch, and it may be pretty uncomfortable here. So you can actually just hang out here, doing a little bit of rocking on your hips. Dropping down into this hip, letting your torso change. Now if this is a pretty comfortable position, you can bring your hands around your right knee and try lifting your back, knee, and foot. Everybody can try if they want to, but don't feel bad if you stay in the other position. You can even add in, the final variation is to try to straighten your foot a little bit and bring it in. But don't let your upper body change too much. And you're really gonna feel your butt working in that moment. Good, and then let's just add a stretch. You're gonna feel this stretch along here. So it's stretching the awkward direction. You're stretching away from your front leg, so you're matching your front leg. Let's switch. Now left leg is in front, right leg is behind. Starting with the rocking. Just rocking through your pelvis. Noticing how your femur, what that feels like as your femur attaches into your hip. It's a ball and socket joint, so it's really got a lot of range of motion eventually. It may not at first. You may need to remind it of its range of motion. You know, your hands can come in front of your left leg as you lift your back leg. So that's option number 2. You can also add straightening that back leg and bending it. It may be that you can imagine lifting your back leg, and that's a great thing. There's actually some solid research that imagining that you're using a muscle will help that muscle. 2 more, or help that movement pattern. 1 more. Good, set it down. And then left hand reaches over to find that stretch. Keep breathing. One more breath. All right. You're already on the ground, so if you do your meditation sitting down, you're set. Otherwise, you can get your chair for meditation. Thank you, everybody. Excuse me.
Thanks, son. That was great.
Yeah.
Okay, so finding your posture. And today I want to talk about a silver lining of all the upheavals that have been happening in our society. The silver lining is that there's a lot of room right now for change, maybe change in our own lives, change in society. And so I've got a little meditation about that today. It's called the Balanced Society Meditation. So let's close our eyes. Inhale and exhale as you will on your own rhythm. We spent a little time at the George Floyd Memorial yesterday, and this inspired this meditation. It begins, it's got 3 questions. The first question is, how would you like to feel in your ideal society walking down the street? Go there now, and it could be any street. It could be, go to the rougher streets, the streets you might be afraid of now. Imagine yourself walking down that street. In a better society, in a balanced society, what would you feel like walking down the street? Would you be fearful of other people? Would you be open to other people? Would you be calm, or would you be tense? I know these are often rhetorical questions, but nevertheless, go there. As you breathe, imagine yourself taking steps. How fast are you walking down the street? What are your thoughts about? Maybe you're noticing gardens or artwork. What is your breathing like as you walk down the street? How do you feel towards other people? Second question is, in your ideal balanced society, how would you feel towards your leaders? This is a hard one, because maybe you don't feel like your leaders are very balanced or ideal right now. But I'll bet right now there are people in your life who you do look up to and who you do feel live a more ideal and balanced life. Imagine those people right now. Think about how they make you feel. Think about how you might be able to give them more of your attention. And the final question is, in a balanced society, how would you feel waking up in the morning? Would you feel excited to do activities with your friends and neighbors? Would you feel like maybe I'd better just stay home today? Would you feel excited to contribute? How does that excitement feel in your body right now? Would you feel frazzled and put upon? Or the opposite? Calm, accepting of all the things that come your way, and ready to do your part. Let's breathe with this balanced society for, another 20 seconds. We'll have more time next week. Let's set it as an intention and send it afloat off into the sky. Into other people's hearts. Let's inhale together and exhale 3 times. Ready, and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Big inhales and exhales today. Sending that energy out as you exhale. Inhale, calmness. Exhale, peace, relaxation. All right, very good. It's time for Make a Difference. So Make a Difference today, this is another way that you can maybe bring about a more balanced society.
It ties in very nicely.
It ties in, I think, yeah. Is that we make a more balanced internet. And how you do that is you are conscious and selective about what you decide to click on. So if advertisers or, I don't know, political parties or whatever are getting you riled up and trying to motivate you through fear, you can decide not to click on that.
You know that one that's the cardiologist says this one food, which looks a lot like bananas, is ruining your diet?
Yeah.
You don't need to click on it.
Anything that says one weird trick, you don't need that one. Yeah, just every time we click on something on the internet, it's like a little teeny micro vote for how we want the internet to be and how we want the world to be. So just keep that in mind as you go about your browsing life. So that's the end of Make a Difference for today. And it's the end of Move, Meditate, and Make a Difference version 1. This is the last day. And we just want to thank everyone from the bottom of our hearts for showing up for this, for your tips, that helps. And most of all, for your encouragement. That has really been a big deal. So thanks, everyone.
So in case you missed, don't worry, we're not stopping.
Mm-hmm.
We're continuing on Monday. And
Version 2.
version 2. So we'll see you on Monday with version 2.
That's right. And we do need people to register. It's a legal thing. And I'll put the link for registration and also the link for our Pay What You Wish system up on the chat right now. When we
So you can do it right when we finish class. You don't have to think about it again.
You don't have to think about it anymore.
Because the registration, we are actually going to hound you about.
Yeah, that part.
We have to have everybody sign.
We're not going to hound you about money.
No, but we will hound you about registration.
Yeah, okay.
That's all.
I think that's enough.
Okay.
All right. Have a good Saturday, everybody.
See you Monday.
Bye.